Vermont Lieutenant Governor David Zuckerman has some competition in his quest to keep his job as the state's second highest elected official. Two men would like to prevent a fourth term for Zuckerman.
NBC5's Stephen Biddick spoke to both of them today and joins us live from the newsroom with more on this race. Stephen?
Yes, Liz and Brian, the sitting Lieutenant Governor David Zuckerman has served the state of Vermont in Montpelier for over 20 years, whether that was as a state representative, senator, or in his current role. One challenger, Democrat Thomas Renner, comes most recently from working with Congresswoman Becca Ballent's office, and Republican Gregory Thayer of Rutland is throwing his head in the ring after running in 2022.
Well, I have a really effective track record at leading on a number of issues.
Current Lieutenant Governor David Zuckerman is running for re-election. He feels his more than 20 years of job experience in state politics makes him the man for the job.
I was involved with marriage equality from the get-go, introduced a bill in 2005, I think it was, before folks were ready to retake that mantle. I've led the way on GMO labeling, and we got that through. It was a complicated issue, had to work across the spectrum, raise the minimum wage, a lot of climate issues and renewable energy issues.
But he has some challengers. One is Democrat Thomas Renner, who announced his campaign Thursday morning in Winooski, where he's currently the deputy mayor and also has a background in Washington, D.C., working with Senator Patrick Leahy and Congresswoman Becca Ballant.
As a state, we face an affordability crisis, a housing emergency, and each day we feel the impacts of climate change.
Renner feels collaboration and conversation is the key to making Vermont a better place to live.
When I speak with Winooski residents, with residents all across the state, that they are experiencing financial difficulties, and I can look at them and say, I've been exactly where you are, and I really want to fight to make it better for you.
Republican candidate Gregory Thayer is back in the mix after running in 2022.
It's called respect, and I'm very respectful, and I want to work with people. And I want to do what's right for Vermonters. And biggest thing is get government off our backs. Let the people breathe and live. They're going to do the right thing.
Thayer feels the middle class needs some help, and the Democratic legislature is hurting Vermont. The lieutenant governor position also plays a key role in presiding over the Senate, casting the tiebreaker vote if needed.
I get to sit in the Senate as president of the Senate, and I get to work and watch the administration and have my eyes on the rascals in the Senate. And I get to see what they're all doing.
Running the Senate and keeping people's faith in the system, that all voices are going to be heard, that the senators feel like I'm reasonable and fair in my rulings, is something that then translates to the general public, that their voices can be heard and the process will be fair.
None of the three candidates have officially filed yet, but plan to before the key May 30th deadline. Live in the newsroom, Stephen Biddick, NBC5 News.